I'm in flight attendant training. All right, it should be working now, I hope. Um, as I said earlier, I'm in flight attendant training, and this is a 6.5 week long test or continuation of an interview process. When you're in training to be a flight attendant, people don't tell you that you don't actually have the job yet. Anything you do that goes against the rules could send you home, including failing a test, failing a drill. Yeah, so I feel like content creators don't always say like nitty gritty details. And I'm a content creator that while I'm not consistent with my content, especially my YouTube content, I will tell you nitty gritty details.
I did.
Wait, for real? Something that I see on TikTok a lot is people being like, do you have to go to flight school? And it's like, no, y'all apply. You apply to this job like a regular job. You're competing with tens of thousands of people. A lot of airlines have 4 to 7 week training programs. If it's 4 weeks long, typically it might be a regional. And if it's longer than 4 weeks, it's probably a main line. And you can just like Google the differences between the two. Because honestly, myself, I actually barely knew. Some of them are paid, some of them are not. Mine is. At least like we get a stipend. But I think some questions that people might be wondering is like what airline. I would not be saying what airline. Might be wondering where. I can't tell you where either. Might be wondering how it's going so far. We could talk about that. I'm 2 weeks in officially, so I'm about to start my third week. We're almost halfway there. Is it going by fast? No, it's not. I don't think it's going by fast at all. I think I'm feeling every single day.
Welcome to my crib. Wow. Those hot dogs. I actually love yo-yos. This is the one with like all beef hot dog, caramelized onion, fried onion, honey mayo, yo-yo hot sauce, cream cheese.
Ooh.
This place before, but I've heard really great things about.
What is that, a Thai place?
Actually, really good. It's different.
We do have class pretty much all day long. So it's basically like you're clocked in for your 9 to 5, except it's like 7 to 5, 6 days a week. You learn a lot every single day. And the number one tip that people give is don't jump ahead. Literally just focus on the day you're on. And I apply that even to my rest day. Like my rest day, quote unquote rest day, because you still have homework on your rest day. I'm just focused on like, I'm still recording, right? I'm just focused on like, making sure I rest a little bit, but then also doing the homework. And then like at nighttime, the only thing I'll think ahead about is, am I packing snacks for class? And what am I wearing tomorrow? Hey. So I'm having a chill Sunday. It is the end of week 5, so I'm going into week 6, which is the last full week. Then there's like half of a week after this. This is the final stretch, y'all. This is the final stretch. Oh, yes, I'm so happy. Right now, though, I have done a little bit of everything. Like, I ate. I know, it's going to look crazy in here. I ate a little bit, but I have leftovers because... Have you ever heard flight attendants say that you're going to be broke? Yeah, so I don't ever call myself the B word. That B word. I don't ever call myself that, but I prepped myself enough to come here. And I did expect the money to... start dwindling, and it has. So a Chipotle bowl keeps me full. I had the majority of this bowl, but I'm saving the rest for later. Right there, you can see I have some oatmeal that I brought here. And I haven't really been eating it because the breakfast buffet gives us oatmeal. So I prepped some of it to like make overnight oats, I guess, because tomorrow I'm going on my training flight. That whole day, I'm gonna miss the provided breakfast and the provided lunch. If y'all think I'm providing 3 meals for myself tomorrow, I ain't doing that. And right here is me. Let me move my feet out the way. Right here is me watching a YouTube video because I found this girl on TikTok this morning. And I just love when people keep me inspired, you know? Like sometimes you kind of forget who you are. Sometimes you kind of forget who you are and what your passions are. And shout out to Mimi, Pink Jested, for being someone who is reminding me today who I am, what my passions are, and that I'm gonna take over the world. I know people are gonna have a lot of questions about this. I'm not the person for that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the person to answer the questions because I feel like there are so many flight attendant content creators, which I am not trying to be. I'm someone who just has a lot of different experiences in life, so I'm just sharing my new era. And obviously, I'll answer stuff along the way if I can. But I kind of just wanted to like start documenting my process. Granted, I don't know how that's gonna work because we can't even talk a lot about the process. And I ain't trying to get in trouble. Normally I'm a risk taker. Well, actually, no, I'm not a risk taker at all. Very compliant young lady. Thank you. I don't like this angle.
What? You don't like the angle? Fix it.
Hold on. All right, we'll do that.
Ready?
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ew. We had a half day today. We got out early because we were supposed to have self-defense training, but the government is shut down. And you might be wondering what the correlation is. The self-defense training is taught by federal air marshals. So they not working. We not learning self-defense. So I'm at the pool. What else? There's a lot actually. I'm just trying to think of like the important things right now. Today drained me. I just came back from my IOE, which is the initial operating experience that every flight attendant, well, trainee, has to do before officially becoming a flight attendant, and I am officially FAA certified. Okay, fun fact, she is the very first person that I spoke to at my face-to-face. Not when we went upstairs, literally in the lobby before we even went to the room. So sassy.
And I told her too, I was like, when we first saw each other, I was like, I'm sticking with you. And now we have.
And now we went on our IOE together, we passed, and it's full circle. This is a girl who just passed her IOE.
Shine a light on her. Wait, hold on. Let me shine a light on you.
Wait,
Shine
wait,
a light on her. Shine a light on her. Shine a light on her.
IOEs were so cute because you really felt true unity. Everyone came together to just clap for each other. When we all walked back in the building, they clapped and was like, congratulations, because most of us did pass. Some people did not. They do have a chance to redo it, but it is overall very happy. One day until graduation. I am kind of packed in a way, in a form, but I have all these standout items and those things I need to go in the suitcases. And I'm about to just say F it at this point. The hotel can have it. I know one airline does not have, like, they don't allow you, or they don't require you to have a roommate. Like, you get your own room during the training. With mine, we do have a roommate, and a lot of other programs do. They give you a roommate, so you are going to be rooming with a complete stranger for a month or nearly 2 months, and you have to get comfortable with that. Obviously, when you actually get the job, if you get it, you probably will. You're going to have your own room and hotel layovers, but I think this process specifically is actually supposed to show you like how to work together, overcome challenges, rely on each other, and just coexist. You know, you actually are supposed to lean on each other. They say that a lot, and I actually feel like that's that's true. Like I'm leaning on my roommate. I'm like, roomie, even if we're not gonna be best friends, we need to be cool. But honestly, I really like my roomie. What other things can I talk about? Should I talk about? I think I'm also gonna like leave space for y'all to ask me stuff, but like I said, I'm not trying to be a like content creator. But with that being said, kind of the best person to ask questions because I will give you so much detail, which other content creators fail to do. I always say it. I always say it.
So I had
Is the flash still on?